In today's video, we'll be looking at Base44 versus Bolt. So we're going to start with Base44. Now, Base44 is a no-code conversational prompt platform. If you've ever used ChatGPT or pretty much any AI platform, you basically just describe what you want. So you describe your app in natural language and it scaffolds UI, backend, database, hosting, all covered for you with a prompt. It's best for non-technical users or business folks who want a functioning app fast without writing code. So the pros here are going to be that it has an extremely fast setup with minimal tech overhead. However, the cons are that you have less code level control, you're more limited for deep customization or large-scale developer workflows, you're going to be more limited for deep customization or large-scale developer workflows. And realistically, and this applies to both Base44 and Bolt, is you are going to need someone in this field at the end of the day as well, because vibe coding is going to present problems somewhere down the line. It's just simply going to happen, and you're going to need a web developer or whatever the exact profession is, it's not coming to mind right now, to fix those problems. But it can make life a bit easier and deal with less important tasks. So Base44 gives you two options when it comes to pricing. You can either pay yearly or you can pay monthly, as well as being able to use it for free. Of course, you're only going to have the more core features and lack on some of the more enterprise features, cloud features, and so forth. So I'll cover the yearly pricing, and you are looking at, of course, free. And then there's the starter for $16 a month. Obviously, this is yearly. You've got the builder option, which is $40 a month, pro at $80 a month, and elite at $160 a month. As we go up in the tiers, you are getting more message credits, which you are going to need to build your apps properly, because once you reach your limit on the free version, you pretty much have to stop everything you're doing and continue next month. The paid tiers are also giving you an unlimited number of apps, as well as in-app code edits. And on the higher tiers, you can connect a domain, as well as even giving you a free domain for 1 year. Alright, now let's look at the competition, which would be Bolt. So Bolt is aimed more at technically capable users. You get AI assistance, but you're working with actual code, editing, deploying, so forth. Which again, as I mentioned earlier, let's be honest, with Base44, it's going to be pretty much the same situation. Sooner or later, you're going to have to get somebody technically capable into the mix. But anyway, we're talking about Bolt. So it's of course good for developers, startups, apps where you anticipate growth. You need the full stack control. Pros are that you've got full code access here. It's better for complex apps and integrations. Of course, then the cons are going to be that it has a steeper learning curve. It has a more technical setup. Again, here we have yearly and monthly prices, and we'll just cover the yearly prices, though feel free to check out the monthly ones. Obviously, there is the free tier, which is rather generous actually. Then we have the pro plan, which is $18 a month. That is billed obviously yearly. We have teams, which is $27 per month and per member. And then we have custom, which is for enterprises, and you have to ask for a quote on that. The value of going to the paid plans is that you have no daily token limit. You start at 10 million tokens per month. You've got no Bolt branding on your website, as well as getting website hosting, custom domain support, SEO boosting, and all that good stuff. Furthermore, one thing with the free plan is that your tokens do not roll over, but if you go onto the paid plans, your tokens do indeed roll over. So which one should you use? Well, if you are non-technical, you just want to get an app live fast. No promises that it's going to be good, but it should at least be functional. You need simple business tools, internal workflow app, or a prototype. You prefer a lower cost, lower maintenance platform. Choose Base44. However, choose Bolt if you have development skills or a dev team and expect to build something more complex. You need full control of front-end, back-end, code-based integrations, future scaling, and so forth, as well as being comfortable with a bit more setup, a little bit more learning in exchange for flexibility. Then choose Bolt. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.